LShmiitty crew! I had to have hopefully that got the real audio effect, like the woo Schmitty crew. This is a long overdue video. As you see, the man himself, my highest performing video on this platform by far, growing every day because of you viewers, you soul, what is it, Matrix agents, all of you Andrew Tate followers, Andrew Tate needing to know the next thing. I have no clue since the last video. I have no updates. I saw that he got out. But he said the Matrix sent his agents or whatever. Like, we knew that. But let's see. Did he go back? We have some new allegations. I've been hearing the buzz. He's still in the trending. Let's see what we have going on here, folks. Turn me up in the headphones. I got this. We have to know what Aiden has to say about it. We got to know everything. Schmitty crew, my gang, we all got to know everything. So we going to start with... Destroying evidence seems... Nah, that's a podcast. We're going to start here.
What do you want?
We're going to start here. This is our own Schmitty crew investigations, y'all. Last time we figured out he didn't recycle. That's crazy. That he doesn't recycle. Turn me up in the headphones.
The more stress you can adopt, the more problems you're solving. And I tell you now...
The more stress you adopt... Hold up. He just came in. I had to first decode his accent, because this is the first time I think we ever really hear him talk. Last video you didn't even talk.
That's going to determine how successful you are in life is how much stress you can adopt. The more stress you can adopt, the more
adopt. Okay, he has the opt. Okay.
99% of the people watching this stream are under 5% of the data I deal with.
So what's next in the...
That makes sense. That makes sense. If you're dealing with all this sex trafficking and all these allegations, probably can't deal with that, man. Not even 5%. You're right, man.
Romanian attorney Stefan Loredan breaks it all down. Andrew Tate. That's right. We got to talk about what's...
This man is convicted. Because this is really getting hefty. If this man is convicted, Aiden, on sex trafficking, I need to know the verdict, man. I need to know the internet's verdict.
Kickboxer and his brother Tristan were arrested in Romania. This is something that we reported here on Sidebar. In fact, apparently, Romanian authorities have been investigating the Tate brothers since April 2022, where they raided his home on allegations that he was holding women captive.
That's not true.
That's just not true. Is he here? I'm confused. Is this like an interview? I was about to damn near click off the video, bro, because I thought this was another podcast. If he's holding women at his house, that's a little crazy. I feel like there's definitely a lot of people, nobody, that's a crazy accusation. I'm not gonna lie. I'm with Andrew Tate on this one. No man is holding a woman, no man of his magnitude is holding a woman captive at his house. He might have a maid working at his house. He might have some little thotties running around in his basement on poles and shit, like Blueface. What if one of the Blueface girls came out and said, Blueface is holding me captive, and then the cops show up and with the subpoena and the evidence, and then they see the camouflage blue house and all the bad bitches shaking ass, and they're like,
Not what happened. And I've said this many times, but people continue to ignore it and continue to purport the lie, because that's how the internet works, right? They continue to just keep pushing the lie because it gets more...
He's already really falling off of my radar right now if this man's telling the truth, because what is he looking at, bro? Why is he looking all over here? Why is his facial expressions very dramatic? He's not a TV character. This man, as far as I was concerned, was a kickboxer and a sex trafficker.
Or because they personally don't like me and they want to use it as an excuse to pretend I'm a bad person.
You're right.
I can sit here
and
arrogant and say they're jealous of me and my success and they want to find a way to drag me down, but that's beside the point. The actual point is...
Yeah, that'd be kind of vague.
And I was swatted just like anyone else.
I just want to make money off of you, bro. I don't give a damn about you, really.
But interestingly, it was only after a Twitter spat with activist Greta Thunberg in late December that Tate and his brother were officially detained by Romanian authorities on human trafficking and rape charges. There are 6 reported.
Of course, the second one goes. See, because people was coming at me the first video like they didn't want to have the balls sit in the comments, but don't think I won't pull up the receipts in the DMs. You was coming at me in the last video talking about something. Well, they didn't say Andrew Tate raped anybody. They just said it's sexual trafficking. Like what? If you are moving people illegally, of course you didn't. Like what? Like you're guilty of all of the above. Don't you know how a RICO works? I said it was a RICO. I just made it a rape RICO. It wasn't a RICO. You get charged for all of those things, from the littlest to the biggest.
According to a statement from Romanian prosecutors, quote, the 4 suspects appear to have created an organized crime group with the purpose of recruiting, housing, and exploiting women by forcing them to create pornographic content meant to be seen on specialized websites for a cost. And now we have some updates for you. It's like how several of...
You see, I hate to really say this, but that makes a lot of sense. You know? Like a man of his magnitude, it makes a lot of sense. It seems really easy, something like he could do. And the fact that he's in Romania doing it just got me suspicious, bro. Because who's in Romania? To keep it a buck, like, who is in Romania? If you in Romania, turn up in my comment section. Just turn up. I will literally buy a ticket to Romania if I could get evidence that anybody in my comment section is living in Romania currently and is curious about this matter. Because no, it's only Americans. If your whole fan base is everything that makes you money is in America, why are you in Romania? So the fact that he is sex trafficking women, it just makes sense to me. It's a smart idea. Like, it makes sense, like, how he could just lure them in and not get caught and then be able to just talk about it. Because, like, the shit he says, he probably did that shit, man.
I am not ashamed to admit I am no Romanian law expert. It's just the case. I'm not. Well, our next guest is.
We don't care about the Romanian law. This is just internet. Is he right or is he wrong? He'll get arrested regardless.
Next guest is Stefan Loredan. He is a Romanian lawyer. He's been following this case, and you can check him out on his YouTube page.
Okay, this is where I'm like, I just take little bits and pieces. So we're gonna go to the next source. We gonna come over here to Andrew Tate admits he destroyed evidence for the police.
A lot of people don't know this.
This seems like a clickbait thumbnail.
On your phone, you could be using it to.
So a new video has resurfaced where Andrew Tate confesses to destroying evidence, which this has worried quite a lot of fans. Obviously, we know he's stuck in a Romanian.
Yeah, thumbnail of that magnitude would get them people who would shave their head bald and go crazy over this man, like they not simping over senpai or something like that, man. That would get somebody really shaking their boots. Because I ain't gonna lie, when they said Tory Lanez was convicted guilty, I just swallowed what I was saying, you know what I'm saying? I had to unadd all those playlist songs and everything. So don't go over here acting if you are an Andrew Tate fan and I watched this and he actually says he destroyed evidence from the police.
Prison right now, and this could end bad.
There's a few things I can't say in the podcast. I've
lived
a varied life. Right, I've done some things when I had to pay the bills.
He had a red Solo cup in front of him. Oh no!
Flush my phone down the toilet quickly. Shit, I'm coming. So I'm trying to hide shit. I'm looking around. Like, what do I have to hide?
One thing personally I know from Tate is a lot of the things he says are for clips. He knows what gets views and he knows what gets shared around. So whether this is the truth or whether he was just joking around, I'll leave that down to you guys.
And then I had one girl. She got too drunk one day and she threw up in my apartment. I told her to clean up. She refused to clean up. Started being an idiot. So I took her stuff, threw out the window. It's just like,
So now I'm really getting a full scope of how this man lives and everything. So now let me see why y'all are defending him, right? So now that I've really actually heard him talk, right? This just seems like a frat, like kickboxing. Because he was a kickboxer, as we learned. Like a frat kickboxer who just got bitches up in Romania, right? And he's not tolerating none of that. I mean, you just gonna throw her out because she didn't clean up her own throw up?
Like, it's about that. With women, you never hit a girl, right? Can't do that. But
See?
We learned that the hard way last week.
You can't help. But if all the other girls see me be disrespected, they're gonna lose respect for me.
Facts.
Right?
Yep.
So when she's like, I ain't cleaning that up, you get that. So I was like, look, I don't care. And she was my biggest earning girl. She made me on her own maybe $25,000 a month.
Oh shit.
So I didn't want to fire her, and she knew I didn't want to fire her.
So he really is talking about how much each one of them makes him? Because if you're in Romania, bro... Okay, let's think. There's sex trafficking. So, like, what are they trying to say that he's doing? He's taking girls maybe from somewhere else and then bringing them to Romania and then selling sexual content. That would make it sex trafficking, right? Like, that would make him guilty, right? But then, like, how did he...
Which is more
Man, this is tricky. Damn.
So I was like, all right, cool. You want to be a gangster? Right, you're a gangster. Got her shit. 'Cause we're like high up. We're like high up, like here. It was just out the window. So throws out the window. Got her by her 2 arms and marched her out the door, locked the door. End of it. So it's 5 in the morning, and this is about 4 months later. 5 in the morning, 4 months later, I'm laying in bed. Girl here, chilling, living the life. And I heard the door, boom, 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 boom. And I don't know how I knew. I just knew it was police. The way they knocked that.
Duh. What do you mean you don't know how you knew? You just said, bro, it's 3 in the morning. Who's knocking on my door like that? Of course you know it's police, bro. What do you mean I don't know how I knew it was police, bro?
I was like, if you were gonna rob me, you kick the door in, or you this is just
duh.
And
Duh.
I just paused for a second. I heard police, and I was like, man.
So they say police even in Romania?
But I didn't know what it was for, right? But there's a few things I can't say in the podcast. I've lived a varied life, right? I've done some things when I had to pay the bill.
So it's a very difficult one, but
he just see that's tricky, bro. Cause like when people start getting tossed around, like I just don't get how everybody like this man's so big, bro. Like some of y'all versions are really out here just like following the stick, carrying on the stick, man, and this is getting out of hand.
We can see Tate is literally confessing to committing crimes in the past and literally admitting that he has done things which is illegal.
Yeah, that's just snitching on himself.
Because this is literally classed as self-snitching, which the authorities will use against him.
That's snitching on himself.
Articles saying that you would not want to be his lawyer right now, as all this video is out
like
here
him saying, I don't know what it may have been. Like,
police bust in.
There's not too many things that like you can say you lived a various life, but there's not various things that are gonna get police knocking on your door at 3 a.m. That's them radio shit. They looking for evidence if they coming in at 3 a.m. They not coming in just to tell, hey, you gotta come to court. No. You did some real crazy shit. If like there's numerous things.
The guy at the back had a clipboard of me standing there after one of my fights with a world title belt, and they sent like the big man squad, like the crazy man.
Yeah.
All the officers were like 6'6".
Yeah.
Oh, because he's a boxer. Yeah, he's a boxer. So literally, like when the police come in like this, whether or not, even if they're only raiding him for like, they raid just like a sex trafficker or somebody who had like a kid or something like that, like child pornography, they'd raid you the same way if they're trying to look for stuff. But they would come in like jackets and like the fibs and like all kind of like just more professional shit. But since this man's a kickboxer, like he's already a legal weapon, bro. He could probably fuck up all of them if they don't got the gear on.
Big boys came.
Damn.
So respect. Like they showed it. So he's a legal weapon though, just walking around.
Okay,
Boxer, same thing.
I was like, who are you? And they're like, you're under arrest for a suspicion of assault of this dumb hoe. And I'm like, wait, this is dumb hoe? And the police were like, well, look, don't talk to us. We just have to bring you in, talk to the investigator. So I went to the investigator. They kept me in a cell for a day and a half. They sent officers to raid my house, took all my electronics, took all my phones, all my laptops, went through my entire personal life, found 11 new...
They building up a case, bro. That's a case, bro. They done raided your shit. I mean, Romanian, they might have different laws. That's some... They definitely do have different laws, but like, I don't know if they would have... It sounds just about lawful is what they would do here.
Things to raise charges against me for. It's unrelated because the original case got dropped because she had no evidence and she was lying because all the other girls in the house went to on my behalf
and testified
said
against her.
She's lying.
Yeah, right.
So they're like, okay, but we've been through his life. He has a Lambo and a bunch of pussy and he's enjoying himself, and that's not allowed in the Western world. Yeah. So we've been through his life and we found 11 new reasons to raise crap against him.
So it's a very common tactic for the law enforcement to use minor suspicion.
Romania is not in the Western world, is it? I'm looking at a map. North. Never. Eat. Compass.
As an excuse to search property or vehicle. Now clearly they were using this woman as an excuse to try and build more information for future cases, which they were probably already investigating on the Tates.
So I had 11 new charges, blah, 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 and I just woke up one day and said, I cannot live in this kind of, I will not live under a government that will do this to me when I've done nothing wrong. So I had to leave and go somewhere, and by coincidence, I had a fight coming up in Romania, so I went and fought in Romania, and I just thought, you know what, I'll hang around here for a few months. And then boom, 5 years later, I'm still there. So that's the long, varied story of how I ended up in Romania. So that's why I'm there. It's a joke now, right? But I was in a police cell looking at police time, right? I spent $450,000 on legal fees keeping my ass free. So even though I was completely innocent of the original
Uncle Sam gonna get his money, man.
charge, even though the police said to me, yes, we know she lied. But now we've been through your entire personal life. We got new reasons to mess with you.
So this here has been said on news articles that Tate is literally admitting to fleeing the country to avoid police investigation, which the Romanian authorities would have saw this and became a little bit interested in him so they could dig a little bit deeper. One thing that we all need to remember though is innocent until proven guilty, but it's just proven that videos like this being online will not help in his favour. Hopefully we can hear from the brothers themselves. Today I think we should have an update on whether he is released early or not, as this was confirmed by a Romanian lawyer.
I don't know, like any other thing, right? And in my opinion, this can take anywhere from 1 to 3 years, and it's mainly because I assume that
This is 13 hours ago, so whether or not he was
making. You see,
released.
the law in Romania has like a simplified version of a trial, but it implies that the suspects have to recognize the crimes that they're making, right? And so the process will be easier and it will take a shorter period of time. But assuming, again, given by the fact that they didn't give any statement and they didn't want
I need
to
chapstick
discuss
before y'all start
anything,
roasting me. Let me know if
with the prosecutor,
he gets
in this,
released, because I can't understand this nigga
this
no.
stage of the investigation. I assume they want to recognize the crimes because they state very clearly that they are not, they didn't commit any of it.
And so would that mean that the Tate brothers will stay under arrest during that period?
No. So the fact that the trial will go on for 1 to 3 years does not mean that they're going to stay under arrest for so long. Right now they are under arrest for 30 days, which by the way, their lawyers already appealed the decision. We are expecting on January 5th. But after this, my prediction is that it's going to be denied. But after this 30 days period is finished, I would say that they are going to be set free. But the prosecutor can propose to the judge to extend this 30 days period with another 30 days, and then another 30 days, and then another 30 days, up to 180 days in total. So that's 6 months in total, right?
I'll be honest, it's quite worrying that they can just be kept for 30 days, then 30 days, then another 30 days. That's going to turn out to be a long time, and a lot of things can change within that time frame.
Now, it's unusual that this happens, right? And
Who's she? What's her job? I'm looking for jobs right now. I'm curious.
Prosecutor would have to come with further evidence in that case to show the
like
judge that, hey, if we let these guys out right now, after these 30 days, then it will be, we could get into troubles and it could affect the investigation. So that's what is going to happen.
And so you mentioned that you predict that such an appeal will be denied. Why do you think so?
Well, I think it is going to be denied because they wouldn't give in the first case, it was only one judge, right, that decided to keep them for 30 days under arrest. Now, since they appeal, there will be 2 judges, right? But you have to understand the fact that the prosecutor, given that he has so much experience and he's so well known, right, he wouldn't put his image in, he wouldn't go and try to arrest them without having...
Yeah, exactly. That's just like the feds. The feds, when they arrested Thug, everybody knew Thug wasn't getting out. If once you arrest somebody of this magnitude, this much money, flight risk, all this type of stuff, you're not... If they lose, like the appeal case, they lose the bond case, they might as well just put their pants down, call it a wrap, bruh, because that's embarrassing, bruh. That's just like straight getting backshafted. They might as well have gotten sexual assault and rape charges to the Romanian government from Andrew Tate if they do manage to pull some shit off like that.
Evidence, right? And also the judge...
So, I still got one more video about the Andrew Tate, and I really should split it up into Aiden you know what, that's what we'll do. We'll split it up into a whole nother video because I feel like I got my content for this one. And Andrew Tate's popping right now, so I'll holler at y'all in the next one because we gotta see what Aiden thinks about. See what Aiden thinks about in the next video, LShmiitty crew, and we'll catch y'all once again. Appreciate y'all, all love, shout out in the comment section, all that shit.